I mean, this is the first time I've ever been a lead in something, in a movie, in fact. And Audrey's a lawyer. She's adopted, and she grew up in a very white community, and she's extremely good at what she does, and she's kind of thrown into a wild adventure with her best friends of trying to figure out who she really is and who she wants to be. And I think it was really fun because I kind of personally found my own voice throughout that as well. And it was the journey very much mirrored stuff that I was going through in my real life, and that's always really rewarding as an actor.
You know, this all came about because my friends Teresa and I were just talking about like our insane, nasty, thirsty-ass girlfriends and cracking each other up, and which we do all the time. And we thought, like, we're all writers, like, let's make a movie that we wish we had when we were growing up. And that's what we set out to do.
Of course, I've said it before, I'll say it again. My character is a sex icon. Have you heard of Timothée Chalamet or Brad Pitt, or do you know what I'm saying? That's sort of me, but better. And but apart from that, my character is like has a big heart, loves K-pop, and is just like trying to find their people.
I mean, it was just comedy through and through, just even trying to keep it together during some of the scenes. You can imagine, like, we were just giggling from start to finish, and just the bond we created, as the 4 cast members, and also with our producers and writers and Adele. Like, it's just something that we all experienced for the first time together, and that's already special in itself. So I think it's going to show on the screen the chemistry we had on and off.
The cast is so funny. They're all amazing, and I think it's a good mix of a few people that people are familiar with, Stephanie, obviously, and people get to discover new people. And I think with our comedies, especially, when we made Superbad, no one really knew who Michael or Jonah was, and we made Knocked Up, no one knew who me or my friends were. And I think something audiences really love is the feeling of kind of being in on discovering new comedians and new comedic actors, and this movie has a lot of that. Yeah.
It was amazing. It was completely one of those things where we put the characters on paper, the words are on paper, and then when we actually got our actors in there and they started bringing it all to life, it was so much better than we ever could have imagined. They are all hilarious. They all improvise things at various times, whether it was even in their audition tapes or just on set that wound up in the movie. They just took our script and made everything about it better and funnier.
I think that's the most exciting thing, is that this movie really is about friendship, and it was born out of a place of friendship. And so, when we first came up with the movie, we weren't like, oh, someone's actually going to make this movie. We were just trying to crack each other up. And the fact that now, through Point Grey and through Lionsgate, for them to believe in us and be like, oh, we actually want to share this movie with the world, we're like, what? Excuse me? That doesn't normally happen. And so we're really excited.